I just finished the second book of Samuel, and I'm moving on to Kings. My homeboy at work, he's like a Bible encyclopedia. He's like, the Book of Kings is like Game of Thrones. I was like, oh, okay. I can't wait to get to see what that's one about. But pretty much second book of Samuel. We pretty much follow David through his time as being king over Israel and Judah, and I really like David as king. He wasn't perfect, like none of us are, but I do like the qualities that when he did do something wrong, he took accountability of it. So he was just like, yes, I sinned, punish me, whatever you see fit, God. I enjoy that about his character. So, but what really was mostly interesting about the second book of Samuel was that God made his covenant with David during that time frame, where he pretty much was like, your lineage is basically going to be the people that end up saving everybody, aka, Jesus is going to come from your descendants, which I thought that was really cool. And I don't know, King David was it seemed like he was a likable guy, like for the most part. The main thing about David that he did, obviously the worst thing, was the whole Bathsheba. If you don't know, pretty much David was king. He had a ton of wives. David was a womanizer. He loved women. But anyway, one day while his men were at war, he was on the roof of his castle and he looked down and saw this beautiful woman. He wanted to know who she was, so he sent one of his people over there, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, this is Bathsheba." He's like, "Oh, okay. Who's she married to?" I think his name was Utah. Was her husband, something like that? But anyway, yeah, David went to go get her, brought her to the castle, slept with her. She ain't no better either, but slept with the king. And then when her husband came back from the war, David wanted him to, go about his business like nothing happened, trying to keep it secret of what he did. And long story short, he ended up sending Bathsheba's husband, I think it's Uthar, to the front lines of the war. Basically, it was like, hey, make sure you're at the front so you can get killed. And he ends up dying and gets killed. And in turn, David is a murderer. Point blank and simple. Like I said, I ain't saying he's not a perfect man at all, but none of us are. But I was just like, wow, David. I'm like, really? After all the things that you've gotten from God, like this, you just had to have this one woman out of all the women you had. Anyway, but yeah, love the Bible so far. So anyway, y'all be blessed. Love you.